Welcome to the J.R. Henry Texan Night, a podcast that deals with the early life of yours truly. And now, narrating Gentleman versus the Grunge. "3:25 a.m. Jim is up in the mansion, and Marlena is by his side, and they talk for a little while. "What have you got going on the rest of the day?" "Well, I gotta go work on some backgrounders for a news release, and then tomorrow morning I'm playing hooky from work all day. Gonna go play golf with Congressman Carson." "You deserve to play golf and play hooky." "Not according to my son. Last night when we came in, he didn't say a dang thing to me." "Give us some time. He'll come around," Marlena said. "6 a.m. J.R. is in the mansion chapel, praying and reading his Bible. Mandy, one of the morning servants, had given him a message that his father wanted to have lunch with him. He didn't seem to mind. He had also asked for Nancy, one of the cook staff, to send him some bagels to his suite. He planned to lock his door and have breakfast in peace, avoiding Holly so he could study and then get ready to head off to class. 7:40 a.m. With Marlena already left to be with her husband John at the airport to pass security and get on the United Airlines flight back to New Orleans, Jim was driving to work today. He had been requested by Erskine Bowles to fly out to New York tonight, but Jim made it clear that he wanted to have lunch with his son. 11 p.m. J.R. walks out of the college and sees a limousine service rented by his father for them. "Daddy," J.R. said, running toward the car and the limo and getting inside. "Good to see you, Daddy." There was a short pause. "So, Dad, can I ask you something man to man?" "Please do," Jim said. "Is it true you are a public information officer?" "No, son, I am a public liaison director." All right. Hope you understand that. "I just have one question, Dad. Could you set me up with a news conference sometime?" "Let's just wait till after your internship is done, and then we'll talk about it, okay?" The limousine drives to Nacho Grande for them to have lunch together. 12 p.m. Back in the limo, Jim and J.R. talked for a bit. "So, Dad, I've been wondering if I could do some research for you in your negotiations and maybe have my own workstation. When the time is right, I'll get the staff set up for that, all right? Now, look, here comes my limo to pick me up. This one's going to take you back to the mansion. I got to go to the airport." 1 p.m. Jim and his high-priced courtesan, Ebony, board the private jet that was to take them from Washington, D.C. to New York. Ready for departure. 2 p.m. J.R. had just come downstairs from working with John Gardens on budgetary matters when he heads towards the front desk and is handed a nasty note from Holly. 3 p.m. Wait, no. 2 p.m. Central. Betsy is driving on the way back from the airport in New Orleans to Mary Jane in Baton Rouge. Ellen and Frank had already left early for Wells Point with Ellen, Frank, and Micah, and so they had to pick up a governess at the airport to take care of little Mike Thomas. 3:30 p.m. Cousin Joe walks into the suite to find JR lying down on his bed, almost face down. Hey man, what's wrong? You know, Roger said you took off work the rest of the day. It's Holly. She's trying to track me down. I think she's trying to be creepy. Would you look at this? Joe looks at the note. This is getting out of hand. I'm going to the evaluators. No, Joe, don't go to Dad's consultants. Okay? I want to take care of this myself. $5:30 p.m. Central. No. 6 p.m. Eastern. In the hotel, Jim and Ebony decided to have Burger King for dinner. Jim was also delighted to get a phone call by his best friend Claude. 7:30 p.m. JR is slogging along with the talent show rehearsal as the MC. He's ready for it to be over and done with. He promised Hanley Gordon a dinner tonight at Nacho Grande that he would take care of Holly himself in some ways once and for all. 7:55 p.m. Jim walks out of his meeting at the Small Business Administration in Federal Plaza in downtown New York because he's dissatisfied with how it was going. He calls the call service to pick up Ebony and him. The car service shows up 5 minutes later. They get in and take the 45-minute drive to JFK Airport. 9 p.m. At JFK Airport, Jim and his courtesan, Ebony, board the private jet at JFK Airport and signals the pilot that he is ready for departure. Hope you enjoy listening to J.R. Hendrick Texas Night. If you like what you hear, please subscribe and become a part of the adventure. It's J.R. Hendrick saying until next time, get ready for the rest of the story. I'm going to tell you it's going to get just a bit more bumpy from here.